Good morning, class 7th. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 16, Fundamental Geometrical Concepts. This chapter we are going to study tomorrow and today, and there are three chapters of geometry that we will study this time, and they will come in half yearly. So now you need to prepare, you need to make a geometry copy. Whatever work you have done in the maths till now, you will not do geometry in that particular copy. You will make a geometry copy, a interleaf copy, one side rule and one side plane. On the plane part you will make the diagrams. Okay, these diagrams you will make on the plane part, and on the ruled lines you will write the definitions of these. So you are going to prepare a geometry copy or interleaf copy in which you will write the definitions on the ruled part and you will make the diagrams on the plane side. Next thing, the chapters that we are going to study from now, from today onwards, you will do in geometry copy. Okay, so make a thick copy, a thick one copy, 250 to 40 pages copy, make that of geometry. So we are going to start chapter 16, which is fundamental geometrical concepts. First we will study about point. Point is what? A point is just a dot. If we put a dot, then that dot is called a point. So point does not have any length, does not have any breadth. Okay, point is a mark of an exact location, or you can say a point is a dot. It has no dimension, means it has no length, no breadth, no thickness, etc. So what is the diagram of the point? Just make a point, and point is always represented by capital letters. So we can represent a point by capital P or by capital A or by B, C, D, whatever we will represent by a capital letter. So a point is this. Okay. Next we will study line segment. What is line segment? The straight path from A to B is called a line segment. It is represented by AB dash. Line segment has two endpoints and has a definite length. Line segment is what? The straight path from A to B. If we have 2 points, if we have one point A and one point B, and if we join these 2 points with each other, then a straight line is formed, which is called a line segment. And a line segment is always represented by A and B. If its name is A and B, then AB and a dash above it. It has 2 endpoints. A is its starting point, B is its end point, and both are called end point. Means a line cannot exceed from above these 2 points. इन 2 पॉइंट के आगे आपकी लाइन नहीं जाएगी. ओके, यहीं पर फिनिश हो जाएगी, यहीं पे एंड हो जाएगी. ना ए के आगे जाएगी ना बी के आगे जाएगी. दैट इज वाई ए एंड बी आर कॉल्ड एंड पॉइंट्स. सो अ लाइन सेगमेंट इज a straight path from A to B. It is represented by AB dash. A line segment has 2 endpoints and has a definite length. A line segment AB has a definite length. You can measure it with the help of ruler or a scale. It has a definite length. एक particular length होती है line segment की. Next we will discuss ray. What is ray? A line segment extended endlessly in one direction is called a ray. It is denoted by AB arrow. A ray has one endpoint. It does not have a definite length. Now what is ray? A line segment which extended in one direction infinitely. Means एक direction पे वो आगे एंड ही नहीं होती है, आगे चलती चली जाती है, चलती चली जाती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड अ रे. अ रे इज अ लाइन सेगमेंट विच has only one end point and the second point it is not ending, it is extending up to so on infinitely. A ray is always represented by AB and the arrow is placed above it. Here AB arrow above indicates that point B is extending infinitely and BA arrow represent point A is extending infinitely. So AB arrow means point A is fixed and B is extending, and BA arrow means B is fixed and A is extending. So array is always represented by AB and a arrow above it. A arrow indicates that this point is extending infinitely, यानी ये वाला point B या ये वाला point A एंड नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पर लाइन, बल्कि चलती चली जा रही है, चलती चली जा रही है. अ रे हैज वन एंड पॉइंट. रे का सिर्फ एक एंड पॉइंट होता है, ईदर दिस और दिस, एंड इट डज नॉट हैव अ डेफिनेट लेंथ. क्योंकि वो एक्सटेंड होती जाती है, वो एंड ही नहीं होती है, इसलिए उसकी कोई भी डेफिनेट लेंथ नहीं होती. इट डज नॉट हैव एनी डेफिनेट लेंथ. नेक्स्ट वी विल डिस्कस लाइन. A line segment extended endlessly in both the direction. A line segment which extended from both the side is called a line. It is denoted by AB and both side arrow or BA both side arrow. Line has no end point. It does not have any definite length. Now line, a line segment which extended from both the side. दोनों साइड से एक्सटेंड होती है. बी वाला साइड भी इनफाइनाइटली जा रहा है, ए वाला साइड भी इनफाइनाइटली जा रहा है. सो सच लाइन सेगमेंट इज कॉल्ड अ लाइन एंड इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय ए बी बोथ साइड एरो, यानी दोनों पॉइंट से एक्सटेंड हो रही है. और ए बी एरो और बी एरो दोनों इक्वल होती हैं, दोनों सेम होती हैं. यहाँ पर ए बी एरो बी एरो के बराबर नहीं है, क्योंकि ये बता रहा है कि पॉइंट बी एक्सटेंड कर रहा है और ये बता रहा है पॉइंट ए एक्सटेंड कर रहा है. जबकि लाइन ए बी arrow both side indicates both point A and B are extending infinitely. So a line has no end point. Ray has one end point. Line segment has two end point. Line segment has fixed length. Ray has one end point, no definite length. Line has no end point and no definite length. Both are having not definite length, but ray is having one end point, line is having no end point. It is extended from both the points. So I am giving PDF with today's video and you need to write the definition on the ruled part. जो लाइन बनी है वहाँ पर आप डेफिनेशन लिखेंगे और प्लेन पार्ट पे आप इसी के सामने इसके डायग्राम बनाएंगे. जहाँ तक डेफिनेशन लिखेंगे वहीं तक आप उसके डायग्राम ड्रॉ करेंगे. नेक्स्ट वी विल डिस्कस प्लेन. A smooth flat surface which extend endlessly in all the direction is called a plane. A flat surface which extend in all the direction. For example, this page. This is a flat and it extended in all the direction, means left side, right side, up side, down side. So example of plane are top of table, blackboard, surface of wall, surface of paper are examples of plane. So definition of plane will be a smooth flat surface which extend endlessly in all the direction is called a plane, and give examples such as your surface of paper, wall, blackboard, surface of almirah, tabletop. There are various examples of plane such as your ceiling, your floor, a flat surface. So these are the examples of plane. Next we will discuss collinear point. What are collinear point? Three or more points that lies on a same line are said to be collinear. Means if there is a line and 3 points A, B, C are such that they are on the line, then these points are called collinear points. So collinear points are what? Those points which lies on a same line are called collinear point. Suppose you have one line, point AB lies on it. Suppose this, that we have this line and point A is lying on it and point B is lying on it, and there is another line on which point C lies. So A, B, C are not collinear because C should lie on this line, not the other line. C should lie on this line. So if D is there, so A, B, D are called collinear points. So what are collinear points? Collinear points are the points which lies on the same line. So here A, B and C are said to be collinear points. Okay. Next we have non-collinear points. What are non-collinear points? 3 or more points that does not lie on a same line are said to be non-collinear point. So see, point P, point Q, point R, they are not on a same line. Point P is on this line, Q and R may be on the same line, but B does not lie on it. So 3 points that does not lie on a same line are said to be non-collinear point. Then we are having intersecting lines. 2 lines having a common point are called intersecting line. The common point is called point of intersection. Suppose we have 2 lines AB and CD. The line AB and CD intersect each other at a point O. So O is called point of intersection and line AB and CD are called intersecting line. Means 2 lines which cut each other. 2 lines which cut each other are called intersecting lines. Next, concurrent lines. 3 or more lines are said to be concurrent if all of them intersect at the same point. If we are having 3 or more lines and they are all intersecting on a same point, all lines comes on a same point, then these are called concurrent lines. See, line L, M, N, O, all are intersecting on a same point P, so they are called concurrent lines. Okay. Next we are having parallel lines. Next, parallel lines. 2 lines are said to be parallel if they have no point in common. Means, so parallel line means they do not intersect each other. They are in such a way that they do not touch each other. Even they do not touch each other. So they have no point in common. They have no common point. So 2 lines are said to be parallel if they have no common point. Why they have no common point? Because they do not touch each other, they do not intersect each other. So such lines are called parallel line, and to denote that they are parallel line, this is the symbol to represent L is parallel to M. Now you need to learn all the above definitions and point 1, 2, 3 of page 171. From the book we are having on page 171 we are having these 3 points and you need to learn these 3 points. Okay, these 3 points where it is written some important result, this point and this point. You need to learn all these 3 points along with all the definitions that I have written over there. Okay. Now let us see what is first point. An infinite number of lines can be drawn to pass through a given point in a plane. If there is a point, then from that point we can draw infinite number of lines. We can draw many lines from that particular point. There is one and only one line that can be drawn to pass through 2 given points in a plane. From 2 given points, only one line can be drawn. Other line will be above it, na? So no 2 lines exist. From 2 given points, there is only one line that can be drawn on it. 2 lines lying in a plane either intersect or are parallel. Either 2 lines intersect each other or are parallel to each other. So these 3 important results you need to learn. Then we will solve, in the next video we will solve the exercise of this chapter. That is all for today. Have a nice day everyone.